Welcome to the EWI DEN. We are studying improvisation and we are looking at ascending melodic minor, and this is part 3 of the series. And here's what we're going to go over today. We're going to review applying ascending melodic minor to each measure of the blues, and then we're going to look at an easy way to transpose A flat ascending melodic minor to a more comfortable fingering, and look at a cool chord sub for bar number 4 and a way to transpose to that. So I made some resources available to you in the EWI DEN. The EWI DEN's free. You can just join it at this link. There's a tab there called Ascending Melodic Minor, and in that tab you'll find these videos and also all the resources for supporting them. And one of them is play-along tracks in every key with the minor blues, and these are really fun. I'd rather play with a live rhythm section. It just feels better. So what I'm going to do is I'll play a chorus or two, implementing all the things that we're going to study today, right? So, and here's an example of these live play along tracks. Yes, they're really fun to play too. I enjoy those very much, and I do prefer to play to a live rhythm track, but you know, iReal Pro is just so much more flexible. So I made an iReal Pro track here. Let me get that to fit in there. That it's kind of customized for this lesson. So I put the appropriate ascending melodic minor scale over top of each chord symbol. So you can see, like for this 2-5-1 at the bottom, you know, it's like F ascending melodic minor, A flat ascending melodic minor, C ascending melodic minor. And this track might be worth getting because if you're new to this, when you change it to a key, it will change the recommendation of the ascending melodic minor. So I think you should probably try to figure them out on your own, but this is a good way to check. And if you do it long enough and you try to transpose them around the keys, you know, you'll get familiar with it and it'll be easy to do. So I made that iReal Pro track available inside the EWI DEN and the ascending melodic minor tab. So let's just get to it. Okay, so the review. Well, we know we can play, this is all review, we can plane a C minor pentatonic over the entire progression, we can plane a C blues over the entire progression, or we can play ascending melodic minor over each individual measure. And we've determined that the C is functioning as a 1, so you can play C ascending melodic minor. The F minor is functioning as a 4, so you can play F ascending melodic minor. And over this 2-5-1 at the end, the D half diminished, G altered, C minor, you can apply ascending melodic minor using the numeral system flat 3, flat 2, 1. And that'll give you an F ascending melodic minor, A flat ascending melodic minor, and a C ascending melodic minor. And then remember, we looked at the relationship between the F, the A flat, and C, and said, like, oh my goodness, that's a F minor triad, and its F minor is the 4 chord. So that comes in very handy when you're doing a minor blues. So let's look at A flat ascending melodic minor, because what we want to do is come up with an easier way of doing this. Like A flat ascending melodic minor, it's not the most comfortable fingering ever. I mean, I practice it and make sure that I can apply it and play it when I need it, but if I can get around it, I'm going to, right? So A flat ascending melodic minor is just an A flat major scale with a flat third. So the C will become a C flat, which is actually a B. It sounds like this. Well, an easy way to get around having to use that fingering is just to play a G ascending melodic minor, which is G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And then transposing that fingering up a half step by either using the little finger in your left hand or the little finger in your right hand. So if I play G ascending melodic minor with my little finger down, just one of them, it's A flat ascending melodic minor. And I could do it with the E flat key. I can transpose it up a half step with my right hand as well. So here's G. Here's transposing it up. That can be very, very useful, right? So if we look at this last 4 bars, right, we can play F ascending melodic minor, and then play G ascending melodic minor, and this little up arrow is telling you to transpose it up, transposing it up to A flat, and then C. So I would just play it maybe in 7s to start. A flat, C. That's a really nice way to make the fingering easier. And I will do that. So finally, let's look at this progression again. When I played my solo over the live rhythm section, in this particular measure, I would just play C sharp ascending melodic minor. And let me show you why. So when you're playing a minor blues, or regular blues for that matter, in this 4th bar, you can make whatever key it is into an altered chord. So it's C minor becomes C altered. If we were in a dominant blues, you could play C dominant and make it C altered. Well, since it's altered, we know that we can go up a half step and play ascending melodic minor. So we can use that exact same trick, because a C sharp ascending melodic minor is C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, C sharp. That fingering's a little tricky. I sort of like it, but the fact that we're playing C ascending melodic minor for 3 bars, I mean, all we really need to do is add our little finger. Feels like I'm on the wrong one. We can add our little finger to C minor because we're playing C minor. We just add our little finger to C minor and then we get C sharp minor. So here I'll play groups of 7. Here's C. Transposing it up. That sounds really good. Here, I'll pull my iRoll Pro in here. This doesn't have this play along doesn't have, it's the wrong key too. Let's make that C. Here's C. Good. It doesn't have it, but it doesn't really matter. It still works. And I'm just going to loop the first 8 bars, right? So I'm going to play 1 to 7, 1 to 7, 1 to 7, raise it up a half step in this bar, 1 to 7, 1 to 7, 1 to 7, and it got rid of that for me. Here we go. So here we go. So then after you're comfortable with that, I would improvise over it, trying to use those notes. It would be really, really, really super good. So let's wrap this up. So what our mission is, or what we should be practicing, first of all, I'd practice C major and C ascending melodic minor around the circle of keys. Then I would apply ascending melodic minor to each measure of the minor blues. I'd practice altering bar 4. And I would do that in every key. You could just do like D ascending melodic minor, and then in bar 4, it's D altered. Go up a half step. It's going to be E flat ascending melodic minor, but you might want to check out transposing D ascending melodic minor up a half step, because that would work. And then finally, just improvising, trying to implement all this vocabulary. I'll be back real soon with part 4. Have fun.